Bluetooth kinda sucks. Like, big time. It's slow, it's clunky to set up, and has about as much range as JLo and Ben Affleck's relationships. So if it's so bad, why is it in billions of devices around the world? In this era of technological breakthroughs and advanced AI, why can't we use something better than this grandpa of wireless communication? Stick around as we take a look at why Bluetooth sucks and why, for now, we're stuck with it. First, let's talk about what Bluetooth actually is, okay? Bluetooth is a wireless technology that allows devices to communicate with each other over short distances using radio waves in the 2.4 GHz ISM band. Now, that sounds really impressive until you realize that this same frequency band is also used by Wi-Fi, microwaves, and even cordless phones. Imagine trying to have a deep conversation in a crowded, noisy room where everyone's shouting over each other. Well, that's Bluetooth in a nutshell. To make matters worse, Bluetooth uses a technique called frequency hopping spread spectrum, or FHSS, to avoid interference. Essentially, Bluetooth jumps between 79 different frequencies 1,600 times per second to dodge all the other wireless signals. This might sound like a clever trick, but it's more like a desperate game of hopscotch, okay? It's not a good thing. When there's too much interference, Bluetooth can't hop fast enough, and that's when your audio starts cutting out or your connection drops altogether. One of the biggest complaints about Bluetooth is its speed, or lack thereof. Even with the latest version, Bluetooth 5.3, the maximum data transfer rate is just 2 megabits per second. For context, that's slower than dial-up internet from the 90s.
Ooh.
Meanwhile, modern Wi-Fi can easily hit speeds of over 100 megabits per second. So why is Bluetooth so slow? Well, Bluetooth was designed to be low power and low cost. It's meant to work on tiny devices like fitness trackers, smartwatches, and wireless earbuds without draining their batteries in a matter of hours. But there's a trade-off. To conserve power, Bluetooth keeps data rates low, which is why sending large files over Bluetooth feels like trying to pour molasses in winter. It's gonna get there eventually, but it's gonna take its sweet time. This low-power approach is great for simple tasks like sending small amounts of data, say from your smartwatch to your phone. But when you try to stream high-quality audio or transfer larger files, Bluetooth's limitations become painfully obvious. That's why your wireless earbuds often compress your music to save bandwidth. It's like listening to your favorite song through a tin can, a cheap one. Now, let's talk about range. Bluetooth's range is advertised as up to 30 feet, but that's in ideal conditions, like an empty field with no obstacles and the wind at your back. In the real world, things are a lot messier. Walls, furniture, and even your own body can block Bluetooth signals, reducing its effective range to a fraction of what's promised. Bluetooth uses short wavelength radio waves, which are easily absorbed by obstacles. Think of it like trying to shine a flashlight through a thick fog. The light, or in this case, the signal, gets scattered and absorbed, and what you're left with is a weak connection that drops as soon as you walk into another room. That's why your music cuts out when you walk too far from your phone or when you cover your earbuds with your hand. If you've ever tried to pair a Bluetooth device, you know it's like a bad blind date. Awkward, frustrating, and often unsuccessful. The pairing process involves a lot of back and forth between your devices as they try to agree on a passcode before they can connect. This is supposed to keep your devices secure, but it often feels like they're just playing hard to get. The real problem is that Bluetooth's pairing process involves multiple steps of authentication and encryption. This is great for security, but not so much for user experience. It's not exactly great. If you're in a crowded area with a lot of Bluetooth devices, your phone might try to connect to the wrong speaker, or worse, it might not connect at all. It's like showing up at a party and trying to find your friend, but everyone's wearing the same outfit. So with all these issues, why are we still using Bluetooth? Why hasn't someone come up with something better? The short answer is that Bluetooth is everywhere. It's embedded in billions of devices, billions! From your phone to your car to your smart fridge. Creating a new standard would be like trying to replace every light bulb in the world at once. Not impossible, but incredibly difficult and expensive. I mean, does that sound fun to you? Probably not. Bluetooth's low power consumption and versatility make it the go-to for short-range wireless communication. Alternatives like Wi-Fi Direct or NFC exist, but they each have their own drawbacks. Wi-Fi Direct can handle more data at faster speeds and longer ranges, but it's also a battery hog. NFC, on the other hand, works well for things like tap to pay, but only over a few inches. It's great for payments, it's not so great for listening to music. And let's not forget, Bluetooth keeps improving. Each new version brings better speed, range, and stability. But at its core, it's still the same technology that's been around since the late 90s. Just with a fresh coat of paint. We might complain about it, but for now, it's the best option we have. In the end, Bluetooth is like that old, reliable car that's seen better days. It's slow, it's not particularly powerful, and it doesn't always work when you need it to. But it gets the job done, and until something better comes along, we're stuck with it. So the next time your Bluetooth connection drops in the middle of your favorite song, just remember, it's not perfect, but it's all we've got for now.